Assalamu alaikum. So let's do a brief intro first. I am Safan, just an A level student in Karachi, probably just like you. But what I'm trying to do is build a personal brand by helping teenagers with their academics and growth. And this channel is going to be all about my journey in fulfilling my dreams, personal growth, self development, and probably some fun stuff. But as for this particular series, a star in pseudo level subject in 1 month, I am really excited. I remember I couldn't find much quality content over acing O level subjects when I was doing my O levels back in 2022 to 2023. So I decided to produce this high quality content myself in coaching O level students in regarding acing their exams. So if you want to get A stars in your O level subjects, God has sent you here. And this video is for you. Let's get going. So, an intro to 1123. What is it? So, most students take this subject very lightly. They think they just have to write English and that's very simple and it's a piece of cake. Sadly, that's not at all it. They don't realize the significance English second language holds. So, 1123 is a compulsory subject, unlike other subjects you opt for. Just like mathematics 4024, you have to give this subject whether you have biology, you have commerce, or you have pre engineering, right? So, this is a compulsory subject. Getting a good grade, an A or an A star in English language 1123 is really important because universities really want to see that grade, get that A star in English language because they really value this when admitting applicants, and they really, admire the people who have good grades in English because that's basically the medium of education in universities, right? Then one more pro of taking the 1123 and getting a good grade is that you save time and effort because most of the international universities literally just exempt English proficiency tests like IELTS or TOEFL if you're going to the US, and IELTS if you're applying to the UK for applicants with an A or an A star in O level English language. So, firstly, in before giving an exam or actually preparing for it, it's better to understand the structure of the exam. So, 1123 basically has two components. There's P1 reading and then there's P2 writing. Yeah. So P1 is valued at 50 marks and P2 consists of 60 marks. So P1 has further two questions. There is reading for meaning, the second question, and then there's before that there's reading for ideas. So reading for ideas has three parts. The first part asks you to state 12 content points from the passage, from a 700 word passage that's given to you as an insert. And this reading for ideas section is like really simple. You don't have to put much effort or thought into it, but you really want to plan out that summary, the part 2 of the first question, the 10-mark summary. So you have to have command over the English language, its vocabulary, and especially the transitional verbs. Now moving on, you might be wondering, where do the 3 marks go? So the 3 marks are divided in single 1 markers. These 1 markers can either ask you to mention an opinion stated in the passage, or for a fact, or for 2 facts about something in particular mentioned in the passage. That's 25 marks complete, half of your P1 done. Now comes the most horrifying part of the 1123 syllabus. I've literally seen people cry just because they can't even understand a single word that's written in the passage. When I was in O levels, I was really tensed about reading for meaning too. But the best thing in order to improve reading for meaning is to read and to solve the reading for meaning past papers as much as past papers as you can, because you need that practice. So reading for meaning consists of multiple questions like implicit, explicit questions asking you to state a poetic device that the writer used, or questions asking you to infer meanings of words within the passage, and then there are questions about meaning and effect. Yeah, so most of the questions are similar to this. Now you, yes you, I'm talking about you, who's carefully watching this video. Either you have bad vocabulary, struggle with time management, have limited resources, don't have a good tutor, you make inconsistent sentences, have trouble with grammar, or you simply don't read or write. And that is probably why you're unable to get an A star in English language. So the first step to any kind of improvement is self-analysis. When you don't even know what you're bad at, how can you even think of improving, right? Comment down below the problems you face with English 1123 for a bonus tip. Before you move on, let me tell you of an amazing opportunity, specifically and carefully designed for you. I have developed a 1 month program, a 1 month training program that is personalized and specially designed for students like you. I'll be providing personalized timetables, schedules, teaching you how to track your time using the software application, explaining examiner reports, which most teachers don't know, which most teachers don't do, and there are going to be weekly Q&A sessions. I'll be available 24/7 for your assistance in any matter. There's going to be a community of intelligent students like you to chat with and ask for help from. Not only this, the whole experience has been gamified. At each day's end, members will gain XP proportional to the effort that they've put in that day and literally level up. Reaching certain levels will grant you specific ranks and special perks like access to exclusive content and personalized coaching classes, all for free. And wait, that's not all. There are tons of services I'm offering only for a tiny amount. Check out the description down below for more details and get enrolled. Hurry up because only a few seats are left. Now for the real part. I'm gonna break down a strategy I applied while preparing for my O-levels, especially my English O-level exam. And I just applied the strategy for 1 week straight, and I ended up with an A star. Surprising, right? So first and foremost, you have to put away 4 hours each day. 4 hours. That's all I am asking you to do. I hope you can just manage out 20 from your 24 hours, just 4 hours. That shouldn't be a problem, and you have to prioritize these 4 hours, maintain full flow state focus, and ensure that there are no distractions during these hours. Now, utilize the first 30 minutes to learn good vocabulary. I recommend using the Magoosh app since I used it and it really helped. Next, after learning 7 to 10 words, start making sentences using them. And keep record of all this work in a separate notebook. Label the notebook with the word vocabulary. This would improve your inferred meaning skills and help you in paper 2 while writing compositions. Now, the next 30 minutes you have to grind in reading. Read as many pages as you can. It can either be from a book you love or from articles you read. I don't care, but you just gotta give those 30 minutes to reading. I recommend starting from the book Tuesdays with Maury. This is a great book for teenagers. I personally read it. It was like my first ever novel, first ever book to read, and it's literally just wholesome. It has invaluable lessons you can learn from. So yeah, this reading practice would increase your reading speed and make you comfortable with the words to aid you in P1, reading for meaning. Next 10 minutes, I want you to memorize idioms. Yes, idioms are absolutely useful poetic devices in P2 writing. If you really want to raise up the examiner, you'll have to make use of at least 2 to 3 idioms in your composition. Comment down the word idiom below to get a list of 50 idioms I've especially designed for you. Now you have to make a goal of memorizing at least 3 of these idioms daily and use them in writing while you practice past papers, right? Now you obviously owe yourself a break. Get up, walk around the house, hydrate yourself, but be back within 5 minutes, not more than that. So now that you've stretched and relaxed a bit, it's time for practice. Hone your writing skills by doing past paper questions from P2 for the next 45 minutes. Put up a timer, record yourself, don't give even a single minute to more to yourself, no extra time, only 45 minutes. Use the vocabulary, the idioms, the techniques you've learned through the fundamental practice session of the reading and the writing for both 30 minutes, which was before the break. You have to use these techniques you've learned in the question you practice. Now, this practice you're doing right here is literally working as active recall for you. Whatever you've learned in the past hour is being actively recalled while you're writing. So it's just been 2 hours and you've already done more work than you would have in a week. Congratulations. Now you deserve a 10-minute break, stretch, walk around, drink a glass of water, and do some jumping jacks to allow that blood to circulate within your body and increase brain functionality. Now comes the reading section. Set a timer for 50 minutes and practice reading for meaning past paper questions. I recommend using the rough paper apps, but the main goal here is to get used to the 700 passages and the style of questions asked in reading for meaning. Trust me, do this daily for even a week and you'll see a huge difference in skill. Next, you have to review your paper and mark yourself according to the marking scheme. I recommend using the rough paper app or website for the practice sections. I'll attach the link in the description down below so you can check it out. Now you have to make reading for ideas your bullseye. Aim for the next 40 minutes in completing one RFI reading for ideas past paper question, and then mark yourself for the next 10 minutes. You're still left with 10 minutes on clock. You have to be smart, efficient, and do not waste, but utilize this time to review today's progress, today's work, and plan your schedule for tomorrow. Best of luck for your exam. That's all by my side. Subscribe if you're new and hit the like button for more content like this. Till then, Allah Hafiz.